Hey everybody, I have been voted as the sexiest person alive, guys. Yes, basically. I have been voted as the sexiest person alive, and that is due to my YouTube viewers and, well, not just mainly them, but mainly my point of view on the situation. I wanted to be voted as the sexiest person alive. Well, that's just what I wanted, guys. And we all know it was going to eventually happen right after my YouTube presidential inauguration, and that will continue today as well, guys. Just don't think I'm not going to continue with that, because of course I will. After I finish AJ been voted AJ been voted the sexiest person alive. How you doing? I know exactly what y'all like to watch. I got a bunch on. No, to our 1,000 winning show. How you doing? I'm feeling How you doing? It's time for hot chocolate.
I can get used to this.
I was just wanting that to be the start of the show today, guys. But we have a big show planned for today because I'm about to soon celebrate my 170th YouTube episode. That means there have been over 170 YouTube videos on my talk show and my YouTube channel. So we're going to soon be celebrating all of this, guys. After I release this YouTube video, make sure you guys like this YouTube video, live YouTube video, and I will count you for your YouTube attendance, okay, everybody? When you come in, make sure you like this live YouTube video because I will account for your attendance. Thank you for the second like. Thank you so much. I will count you for your YouTube attendance, but you're gonna have to put your name in the thing. You can do that whenever you want, basically. I have been voted as the sexiest person so I have been voted as the sexiest man slash person alive, everybody. And that has been because, I everybody knows I'm a true and genuine celebrity, and I am very loyal to my YouTube viewers and my YouTube fans. Monday is Memorial Holiday, so uh, I will come on Monday, but part of the day is everything will be closed, like banks and stuff like that will be closed. Schools will be closed, so my talk show won't be closed. I'm still gonna be working if you guys wanna know, but it's just gonna be a very, relaxed day. Even though I'm still gonna be working, I'll be still working, but, it's gonna be a very chill and relaxed day Monday, and throughout the weekend, guys. It's just Saturday, so it's gonna be a very relaxed weekend. Today is Saturday, May 27th, 2023, 1:39 AM, so, yeah, it's all good. And guys, I do have a IMDb celebrity page. I have been a celebrity on there for 3 days. And guys, I have just my talk show, my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel, we are now in our 6th month, and I'm also celebrating 6 months, guys. My YouTube channel has been around for 6 months now, and I'm gonna be celebrating that as well. I just celebrated my 6 my one of my most of my YouTube videos have now just celebrated being posted for 6 months. So, I thought I had already been a talk show host for, like, a year, but it's only been 6 months. But that's better than nothing, guys. That tells you I only have 6 more months and it'll be a year, a full year. So, I mean, I've been working very hard, guys. I have. I've been very busy for the last year, you might as well say almost a year. 6 months I've had this YouTube channel. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that means 6 more months I'll be at a year. And if you guys wanna know, I have been in a relationship with a guy for 2 with this guy for, like, almost a year, but I'm not gonna say it is serious, but he lives all the way in Nigeria, and I don't see him on a daily basis. Hadn't talked to him just since this week is the first week I talked to him in 3 weeks. We hadn't talked for 3 weeks, and that's mainly because this phone right here, guys, this AT&T phone that I have, it's an AT&T. It looks like a very expensive phone, don't it? It was only $60. This phone right here was only 60 bucks. So this computer that I used for this is my mom's computer. I have a computer right here. I have a Chromebook. This was about 150 bucks. but it's a school computer, but I do use it for other, the Google celebrities and stuff like that. But this is my mom's computer. This is a $500 computer. I take very good care of it. Hey, everybody. I'm gonna set you guys right here so y'all can see the TV. I'll also be doing a mukbang today.
Cheesesteak and pizza. Look at all this sirloin steak. It's seasoned.
Romantically because she gets flowers often. That's something that's often happens to her. So it's like numbness. It's like it's not like she's not grateful about it. It's just that that's just something she's used to getting. So in the hell does that tell you that Selena was attracted to your delusional ass? She gets flowers very often.
Very.
People all around the world.
All around the world.
Dream on.
Dream on, honey.
Let me go back. Let me start again. Martinez moved in the world that Selena idolized. In parentheses, the world of art and fashion, the Chanel bags, and the wealthy women who carried them. A world far removed from the rich materialism of the Chicana family. More than anything, he represented the Mexican Republic in its finest expression. Selena was not happy with her husband, said Martinez.
Really?
That's what you want to think because you have a thing for her. Of course, you're jealous of her husband, so you're gonna implant these little delusions in your head, saying that oh, her husband wasn't there for her. Her husband didn't appreciate her. No, that's just your delusional dumbass mind because you were in love with her and she was not in love with you. He says allegedly her husband became a very little in her eyes because he was not able to make a decision. A decision about what? Because from my understanding in the book, he quoted, he knew exactly what he wanted to do in life. He told her, he confided in her. He said he was bored being her guitarist. Not saying that he wasn't happy supporting her in her endeavors, but he wanted to do more than just be a lead guitarist in her band. He wanted to start his own band. He wanted to explore into the rock world. He told her that. He knew he made up his mind of what he wanted to do. She shot him down and said no. She said that she does not, she said absolutely not. And she gave her reasons because she felt like if he goes out in the world and becomes this big time rock star, that she will barely see him and that he will basically fuck around with other women because that's what musicians do. She's seen it herself growing up as a musician. She's seen how unfaithful a lot of musicians are on the road, and she's not letting. She said, "I would not have my husband living that life." And he said he thought about it. He was like, "Yeah, you're right," and so he left it alone. He never talked about it again. But he did know. Sorry about that. But he did know that he knew what he wanted to do. So I don't know what type of crap this doctor is talking about, but he knew exactly what he wanted to do in his future. But he put his future on hold for her. And that's like I said, that's another example of support. That is another example of support. So delusion at its best. And he said, finally, the doctor expressed about what could have happened in the room on March 31st, but I don't know. All right, so going back to the interview from Yolanda, this is the continuation. So I guess the interviewer said, "And what did you do?" And Yolanda responded and said, "I was in shock. Did you know that she was hurt?" So this is after she realized the gun went off. No, I just saw that she went outside. Yolanda, you said something happened that morning. What was it? She said, "We had a discussion about that secret. She wanted to do something and wanted me to help her, and I saw it very dangerous for me." Why? because I saw that it was very dangerous. It was not right, and I saw my life in danger. What danger?
Really?
Yolanda, what more danger than putting a gun to your head? But they had already threatened me physically and other things that have happened to me that I cannot reveal at this time. And besides, Selena did not want me to leave her. But if you commit, we're going to leave her anyway. But I took her secret with me. Yolanda, why did you tell Selena to go alone? She was like, no, I didn't tell her that. And in fact, I told her not to have the hotel. I begged her not to go. Selena got there of her own free will. She came to reveal the secret? No. Or more of the secret? No. Something he was up to? And then she said, we already knew the secret. They knew, and was it something they were plotting? And at the time, Elon did not say anything about it. Now, according to the book, because I'm going back to the book, it was said that once Selena and Chris came back to the house because to do the configurations of the taxes documents, whatever, and that's when she realized that she did not have all of them, that Yolanda did not give her all of the paperwork. Chris was like, well, we're not going back there tonight. So in the book, I believe she called Yolanda and told Yolanda what happened, that you did not give me all the documents. Yolanda was the one that said, well, can you meet me tomorrow? Because Yolanda was already at the hotel. She was at the hotel the night before. So how is it that you said don't go? How is it that you tell her not to come to the hotel when you were already at the hotel the night before she passed? So that doesn't make any sense at all. And then you purposely did not give her all of the documents so she can come back. So this crap that she's talking about, I begged her not to go to the hotel, but you were already at the hotel. You were staying overnight.
Right. She was already at the hotel.
The first night, you were there. They both saw the gun, but didn't think that she was using that gun to do anything to harm her. She told them it was for protection. Okay. So how is it that you then, but then when she called you and told you that you did not give her all of the documents, you then tell her to come back by yourself. You told her to come alone. You told her to come alone, and she did what you told her to do. She went to the hotel, she lied and said, and she needs to be checked out. Selena took her to the hospital, and they examined her and they found nothing. So how is it that you told her that not to go to the hotel and that she came on her free will? You told her to come because you told her you would give her the rest of the document. So you're lying. You're lying. Now I don't know who these they is. I don't know because I heard allegedly that Selena, when she got shot, she was saying they shot me or whatever. I don't know.
She was probably saying they shot me because she was in shock. When you're not thinking right when you just think of how let's just put ourselves in Selena's situation. Just say something like that happened to me. I'm just saying this to hypothetically speaking. What if she was saying they shot me because she was such in shock. They said she died from hypovolemic shock. Of course, it was from the bullet, the hollow point bullets that Yolanda killed her with. But of course, she was in shock. She was in such a state of shock that she didn't know. She just blurted out and said they shot me because she knew that Yolanda shot her. Of course, Selena knew. She told the people that were in the hotel that it was Yolanda, room 158, close the door or they'll shoot me again. Lock the door or they'll shoot me again. She was screaming on the top of her lungs to live. She did not want to die, guys. She did it. And they put her on the breathing tube and they gave her a bread. They thought that people saying after 26 years that she did not get a blood transfusion. She didn't get a blood transfusion, which is at the hospital. Right time she arrived at the hospital, she got a blood transfusion, but she was already clinically brain deceased because her brain was she was already clinically brain dead at the hospital because Yolanda shot her in the back, stabbed her. She shot her in the back. She stabbed her in the back, not physically, but she shot her in the back, of course.
How true that is, but I don't know who these they are. But I'm starting to believe, like I said, the dictator is involved. I feel like he knew all along, in my opinion, that Yolanda was shady, that Yolanda is crazy, that Yolanda was up to no good, that Yolanda had a motive. He knew something because, like I said, he was very light on his feet. He was very passive about the whole situation. When numerous of people came to him and said, so Yolanda is this, Yolanda is that, Yolanda's doing this to people, Yolanda's doing that, Yolanda did it, until he found out that she was stealing money, something that he loved and cherished, then that's when he, put his foot down and said, don't come back to our establishment and leave our family alone. Da, da, da. But why do that? Why didn't you call the police? Like I said in another video, you should have called the police and had her ass locked up because she committed a crime because embezzlement is a crime. Period. But he didn't do that. So that's why I feel like the dictator had some involvement because you just basically slapped her on the wrist. Now after reading this and then saying that she's saying that they in this secret, which I don't think is the secret between Selena and the doctor, because she said that it's not that it's something else. But I do think the doctor has something. I think the doctor is involved with something. But I will say when I read what I want to read. So then going back, it says later he reads the letter. So I guess the letter of the supposed message that Selena sent her. I guess sent Yolanda. Yeah, sent Yolanda. So this is what the alleged letter that Selena sent to her. Tell my story. Tell your story. And remember that I thank you 1,000 for all your love. I know the person who took us to that room. I know that what he did to you. I know what he did to me. My husband knows the truth. And the interviewer said, Chris. And then she said, exactly, but he's afraid to speak. So when I read that, I was like, hmm. Why was she at a hotel in the beginning? Because, well, I don't know. Does she live in Corpus or does she still live? Well, I don't know if I don't know if she lived in Corpus or she was still living in San Antonio. I don't know. I think she was still living in San Antonio, but she came out to Corpus because, of course, Selena and Chris and them were, and the Cantonese, they live in Corpus Christi. So I don't know, but I'm just like, why did she get a hotel? But anyway, when she said that allegedly Selena said, I know the person who took us to that room. I know what he did to you. I know what he did to me. That sounds like to me. I mean, I'm just saying. But then it's kind of like, okay, if Yolanda was, then why wasn't no evidence that she was? So what did he do to Selena? What did this person do to Selena? And then she's saying that my husband knows. So that means that she told her husband what happened in the room, I guess I don't know. This is confusing. I'm confused. I don't know what to believe. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, was she attacked in Mexico? Like, or was she assaulted? Not Yolanda, but Selena. And the only person who knows about this is Chris, and she can't tell because they onto her. Maybe it does make sense. Maybe she really did say they shot me. I don't know. It's so many theories. It's like because in the 911 call, if you it's on YouTube, y'all can go and find it yourselves. You can hear Selena saying Yolanda was her assailant. So that kind of maneuvers the rumor about her saying they shot me. So, and then like I said, it also excused the rumors that it was more than one person, more than two people in the hotel because people that were staying in the hotel said they only heard two females arguing about business. So I don't know what this alleged letter that she said that allegedly Selena wrote to her, it just doesn't make sense. But let me go on. You are not going to give a new trial, but if you are going to win an appeal, do not be afraid, Yolanda. That's what she said allegedly Selena said. Does Selena know about a trial when Selena is that's just something like I said, Yolanda is this is probably something she dreamt about. Let me read on this foolishness. So when are you going to reveal it on appeal if there is an appeal exactly? You say it was an accident. The court says it was a murder. Do you feel that you killed her? No, I have a clear conscience. What? Bitch. I'm going to ask you and I want you to look her in the eye. And did you look me in the eye? Did you kill Selena with intention? She says never. I know that you are very religious and that your family is very Catholic. Exactly. I know that my God and Selena answered with me. It was an accident. There was no accident. That was no accident. That was no accident. There was no accident. You were mad because your lies was catching up with you. Your career with as a manager was coming to an end. Your relationship, your friendship with Selena was coming to an end. Everything was coming to an end, and you got mad. And you knew that all this time you had the wool over Selena's eyes, and she finally saw the true you. You got mad and you reacted. Period. Period. Let's read on. Okay. Later, she reads the letter of supposed message that Selena sent her. This letter. I don't know. Wait. Oh, no, never mind. I did. That's the same thing I read. So it goes on to say, Yolanda, good night. During all this time, you have been silent, and today you have decided to speak. Why? I guess this is still the interview that, that she had with the person. Because I believe that people had taken an opinion, and I also believe that people already want to know my story. One of the things is that I had a very deep dream when my daughter Selena gave me the right not to be silent anymore. She told me, stop being silent, tell the truth, don't be so faithful with me because you are suffering. Faithful in what way? The interviewer said. Faithful that I was not going to reveal the secret to anyone. I was going to condemn myself to. And by the way, guys, let me go ahead and read this whole stuff. The murder of Selena Quintanilla Perez. Selena Quintanilla Perez was an American singer who achieved international fame. Hold on, guys, I gotta do something. Wait. Oh, let me do something.
Sorry. Yolanda Saldivar had embezzled $60,000 from the fan club and the boutiques using forged checks. After the Quintanilla family confronted her about this, Saldivar fatally shot Selena with a 38 special revolver on the morning of March 31st, 1995, at the Days Inn in Corpus Christi, Texas. Although the healthcare team tried to revive Selena, she died of hypovolemic shock. I told y'all she did. On April 12, 1995, 2 weeks after her death, then Texas Governor George W. Bush declared her birthday Selena Day in Texas. Also, guys, also, I will be my birthday is going to also be declared AJ Day in Texas. I mean AJ Day in Texas, Los Angeles, and North Carolina, because I live in North Carolina right now, but I do have a studio in Los Angeles. But well, my studio is right here in North Carolina, but I'm going to be eventually starting a studio in Los Angeles. We have about 35 minutes left. 33, 34, 35 minutes left. At the time of Selena's death, Taylor music was one of the most popular Latin music subgenres in the United States. She was called the Queen of Tejano music and became the first Latina artist to have a predominantly Spanish language album, Dreaming of You. 1995 debuted at peak number one on the United States Billboard chart. After her death, the popularity of Taylor music waned. During Sadivar's trial for the murder, called the Trial of the Century, and the most important trial for the Latino population, Saldivar said she accidentally shot Selena while attempting suicide. Saldivar was sentenced to life imprisonment. Jennifer Lopez was cast as Selena in the 1997 biopic film about her life and achieved fame after the film's release. Yolanda Saldivar's life imprisonment with possibility of parole after 30 years, May 2025. AJ's movies and films have grossed $1 billion. Yes, guys, my movies and films have grossed about $1 billion or a million, but right now I'm gonna just put it as a billion. But I would say $1 million my films have grossed. I would say. I don't know how much money I have, how much they have grossed, but I would say a billion right now. But that's how many seasons I have on my talk show. So the money should be about $1 billion. Okay, guys, we are gonna I'll be live for about another 19 minutes, another 20 minutes. I'll be live for about 35 more minutes, guys. I'll say about 35 to 45 minutes. Calculated wiring, so just dance for me. Oh, just dance for me. Come on, everybody, get 'em now. Mm, Mary Jane's in the spot tonight. I'ma make you feel alright. Come, baby, just party with me. Come loose and set your body free. With at the door, something inside and on the floor. It's called Pocahontas, be this dancery. So open now your phone, so you got to dance for me. We know hateration, holleration in this dancery. Let's get it percolated while you're waiting. So just dance. Be about a matter of time before you get loose. Because lose your mind. Stop you drinking the happy life. Jumping in our life, jumping. Think about it. This was at the door. So grab somebody and get your ass on the dance floor. Get it crunk up in the sensory. We got your hope and now you're floating. You got to dance for me. You should follow it. In the sensory. Get it percolated while you're waiting. So just dance for me. Woo! Y'all, we are getting it down today, y'all. Oh, yeah. Okay, everybody. Hey, guys. I'm back.
Oh, what they gave me. But Selena has let me know that she is very upset by what they have done to me. And I'm going to read something that came to my hand. And I guess that's what she said about the letter, about the when we taken to the room and I know what she did, I know what he did to you, I know he did to me and Chris knows and all that blase, blase, blase. So I guess that's all so far that I've got. So my opinion about all that, complete complete nonsense, complete delusion, all of that. Like I did at first, she kind of like fooled me. I'm like, well, maybe, hmm, maybe something else did go down. But then I'm like, no, that sounds like a fucking dream she had in her fucking head. Because how is Selena telling you about some trial when she's dead? The reason why the trial is going on because you killed her. So that's when I figured out this ain't real. Like that ain't real. That ain't no real conversation you had with her. That was a dream. That's what you wanted to happen, but no, no. Why would she want you to not feel bad about what you did when the time when y'all were when she was upset at you at the time the day that she died? She was upset at you. She wanted to confront you. She wanted to get the last bit of things she wanted from you and be done with you. So I don't get it. I don't get it. Long story short, you lured her to the hotel the next day because you purposely did not give her the documents that she asked for. Because why? Because she thought that Chris wasn't going to be there. She thought that she was going to be alone. But once she saw that Chris came, it startled her. So she purposely, in her mind, she didn't tell him that, of course, but she purposely did not give her all of the documents because she wanted her alone. That's why she bought the gun. Now, she told when Selena realized what she did, what Yolanda did, she contacted Yolanda. Yolanda told her to come tomorrow by herself, and she will give her the rest of the documents. I wish Selena didn't do that. I wish she would have had a police escort to go retrieve the documents with her and, you know, all of that. But it didn't happen that way. Unfortunately, whatever. Can't really take that back. Now, like I said, the doctor's delusional. I said what I said about him. He's delusional. He was dropped on the head. He was on something. But him because it clear he
Guys, I don't think she's came out with any new videos, but I will put on the videos that she recently has posted. We're gonna go on a 10-minute break, y'all, but I will come back.
Whether curiosity is your guide, or you're taking the turns as the
I knew what song she was talking about.
I will be back in about 5 minutes.
yummy, creamy, delicious video.
Hey, it's Tia, baby.
I'll be right back, everybody. I'll be back, y'all. Love you guys. Love y'all so much, and thank you so much for being here. I will come back. Guys, I will also be presenting my new book, One Frog Story, but that will be later on today. Okay, guys, I'm back. We are in an hour and 12 minutes, everybody. 25 minutes left.
And I'm back with another thing. So I want to read chapter 13, part
I'm also
2
doing a mukbang,
of Selena
pizza
Desmond.
mukbang. I will be doing a pizza Papa John's mukbangs, guys. Hold on, I gotta put this on in a minute. Okay. I'm back, everybody.
The morning after that meeting with Oprah, Dictator's brother Eddie called to let Oprah know, Dictator know that Oprah was at Q Productions with another employee from the Corpus Christi boutique. Dictator drove straight to the office in order to inform Oompa again that she was no longer welcome anywhere on his property. That same day, I heard Selena arguing with Oompa on the phone. After Selena hung up, she said, I can't trust her anymore. She was right. The day after Dictator banned Oompa from Q Productions, she went out and bought a pistol. Selena finally started quizzing various
Laughing official time.
workers at the boutique about Oompa's behavior. They all told her that they had been having problems with Oompa. What's more, several employees at the San Antonio salon came forward and told her that Oompa appeared to be stealing money. Oprah had even gotten involved in Selena's perfume line, picking up samples from Leonard Wong, the man who was working with on creating the perfume, but never giving them to Selena. I can't believe this is happening, Selena said to me, distressed because this had all been going on unnoticed while we were busy on the road. I should fire Uber, but she's still holding on to some papers we really need for our taxes. I don't want to alienate her completely and risk losing those records. What did you do? I asked. I knew that Selena didn't want to involve Dictator. This was her business and she wanted to resolve the problems independently from her family. And And I get that she didn't want to involve dictator, but this is a woman who was told to her that she had murals, allegedly had murals of her all over her walls, that she was proof that she was stealing money, proof that she was stealing things from her other like businesses and projects. I think that it was best. It would have been best for her to, like I said, retrieve those documents by the police, or and also let her father know that she needed those documents, and he could have, took the and it took the initiative to call the police, and he and the police could have and went to Yolanda's apartment or wherever to get those to retrieve those documents instead of her doing it. But I get she wanted to be independent, but sometimes you have to lean on someone because you never know what the person's mental state is, as this is a prime example. But that's read on. Um, what else? I forgot where I was at. Okay. Selena and I went back and forth about possible solutions that range from firing over on the spot to calling in a private investigator. Okay. So they did talk about calling, a private. Okay. Finally, Selena said, I can't let Oprah know that we suspect her of misusing our credit cards or stealing money. But that's what I don't understand. She already knows because they all had a meeting with her in dictator's office about her stealing money. So how is it that she didn't want Oprah to know that they know about her embezzlement? They know because they all was in the same room. Like, I don't get that. I don't get that. Okay. I doubt that she really has any proof that she's not stealing money, like she said. But we need to get our business papers back from her for the taxes. We can't let her know that we're thinking about firing her. Not yet. I agree, and that's when the real game of cat and mouse began. Over the next 2 weeks, Oprah kept claiming that she had proof that she wasn't stealing from the boutiques or embezzling money from the fan club. But every time Selena met her to see the receipts and other papers that would be evident of Oprah's innocence, she somehow didn't bring the right documents. Sometime around March 15th, Selena told me that she was going to meet Oprah in a restaurant on the outskirts of Corpus to collect the necessary paperwork. Why can't she just bring the papers to the boutiques? I asked. She's afraid, Selena said. Oprah won't drive into Corpus because she says she's been getting threatening phone calls. At the restaurant, they sat in Selena's car because Oprah was too nervous to go inside. Oprah gave Selena almost all the paperwork that we needed for our business, but not quite. Maybe I should work someplace else, Oprah said. This is too much for me. I doubt very much that Oprah really intended to resign. She was just trying to manipulate Selena. And Selena did feel sorry for Oompa because her former friend looked so despondent. At the same time, Selena had her own reasons for pretending to believe in Oprah's relationship friendship. She was still very intent on recovering our paperwork. Thinking fast, Selena decided that the best stance to take would be consolatory, a consolatory one, at least for the time being. No, 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 Selena told Uncle. Please don't quit. I need you for the Mexico deal. I really need your help. You can't quit. Not when we're so close. When Selena said this, Oprah's demeanor changed completely. She was suddenly in a good mood again, all buddy buddy with me and laughing like we were friends. Selena told me afterwards, then Oprah said, you want to see something? Sure, Selena said. What is it? Oprah reached into her purse and pulled out a gum As Selena told me this later, I had a sinking feeling. I knew now that Uma was even crazier than I thought. What the hell? I said. She had a gum in the car? Uh-huh, Selena said, but she didn't seem at all unnerved by this. Oprah pulled the gum out and said she bought it for protection. And it's so eerie that she came close proximity of the weapon that was going to be used to in her life. It's just eerie. Um, what did you do? I asked. I went off on her and said that she needed to take that gum back to the store right now. Of course, Selena said. Later, investigators discovered that Oompa had gone on March 11th to a gun range and store called A Place to Shoot in San Antonio. Oprah had told one of the employees there that she was a private home nurse and that some family members of a patient had threatened her. She wanted the gum for protection. Oprah had to wait for 3 days for a background check, then picked up the weapon and bought 20 hollow point bullets, the kind that's designed to open up fast on impact, causing maximum damage. The next day, she bought the gum when she met Selena at the restaurant.
Fancy.
New cheesesteak from Pizza Hut. Look at all that sirloin steak. It's seasoned, it's real. It's vibing with those peppers and onions. New cheesesteak from Pizza Hut. Steak night, every night. Mm-mm-mm.
Vaping nicotine can make stress feel worse, but some vape companies get rich. It relieves stress. Break the loop at breathofstressair.com.
After her meeting with Selena, Oprah thought that they were still friends. She returned the gun to the store and told the clerk that she changed her mind and didn't need the weapon at all. So she was intending to do something to her. So when she thought that Selena was going to let her go and then be done with her completely, she was going to she bought the weapon to end her because she had that mentality that if I can't have you, nobody else can. But then when Selena, tricked her into thinking that she was not done with her, she returned the weapon and said, "Oh, I guess we're good, so I ain't gotta do nothing." I still wonder sometimes if Oprah might have shot Selena on the day she first showed her the weapon if Selena had gone ahead and dismissed her. Maybe. I carry a certain sense of guilt that I never did said anything about Oprah having shown Selena the gum in her purse. Yes, you should have showed her. You should have told her. What if I had told the police or dictator? Who knows how dictator would have reacted? Maybe he would have called in a favor with the police and had them scared of it, and it would have been over. I
Hey
still wonder
guys.
those questions. A few weeks earlier,
The crazy thing is, Abraham had the nerve to call Chris a cancer to the family, when originally it was Yolanda the cancer to the family. Yolanda was the cancer to the family, not Chris. Because Chris and Selena had a very loving relationship. They loved each other, Selena and Chris. And they wanted to be forevermore.
Selena had gone into Q Productions to work on Dream of You, the song that would become the biggest hit on the mainstream English language album we were scheduled to release that year. I was going to go with her, but on the same day, Dictator asked me to work with the lead singer in that rock band that he was trying to promote. The one that I've been working with at our house when Selena showed me how one of those songs I've written for them should sound. Do you mind if I help out with your dad instead of going to the studio with you? I asked Selena. No, that's fine, Selena said. You do the best you can with those guys and I'll be right back. She gave me a hug and a kiss. I love you, she said. I love you too. I said, I wish that I could say that I had some kind of premonition that the end of my time with Celine was rapidly drawing in, but I did not. I just went to work, but I'll always have regrets about what happened later that day. I work with the singer from Dictator's group, rock group, in our home studio right through the afternoon to the night. I had my cell phone set to vibrate on the mixer board. I was trying to mold the singer's vocals when the cell phone went off. It was Selena. Hey, what are you doing? She asked. Still working, I said. Can you get away? No, I don't think so, I said. Please? Can't you just say that you got to go somewhere? Selena asked. I would really like if you came over to the studio. I could say that, but we're finally making a little progress. I hinged. I need to see this thing through for a little bit longer. Then maybe I can come by. Why? What's so important? I really want you to come here to hear something. Selena said, it's that song Dreaming of You. I knew which song she was talking about, of course, but I hadn't yet paid much attention to the demo with the lyrics. I had no idea what the song was about. I'll try, I said. Okay, she said. I really want you to come over here and listen to what I did for that song. When we hung up later, much later, after it seemed like the world had ended and my heart was torn in two, I thought about that phone call. I I I like to imagine that someone was thinking of me when she recorded that vocal track. I think that's the truth too, because Selena had never before asked me to drop whatever I was doing to come here something she was singing. That's what I should have done, dropped everything to spend a few more precious minutes with my wife. If I had done that, my last moments with Selena might have included standing right next to her in the studio and hearing that song of hers, which carries all of the feelings she had for me. I still feel happy when I think about how Selena's thinking of me when she sang that song. But I'm also torn about the fact that I didn't go to her then. Why didn't I just leave work so that I could listen to what my wife wanted me to hear? The answer is simple. I didn't realize that my chances to hear Selena sing were nearly over. On March 30th, Selena and I were at home waiting for my father to come in from out of town. He was going to spend some time with us and stay in our guest bedroom. Before my dad arrived, though, Ilana called to say, Uber called to say that she was at the Days Inn Corpus and had finally bought the missing paper that Selena needed for her business. Just come over here and get the papers, Uber told Selena. I don't want to have to deal with anyone. She sounds kind of shaky, Selena said to me after they hung up. She's always telling stories, I reminded her. What makes you think that Oompa has the papers this time when she never has before? I don't know, but I'm going over there, Selena said. It's worth a shot. That didn't sound right. Let me drive you to the motel. I said, I don't want you going over there at night by yourself. I drove Selena over to the hotel in my truck and parked. Selena got out of the truck and told me that Uncle was in room 158. She wants to see me alone. Selena said, why don't I do that and you stay here? She might be more likely to tell me the truth if I'm alone. You sure? Yeah, she said. Besides, if you're out here in the truck, I have a good excuse to leave. Okay. It was a nice night. I turned the ignition off and rolled down the windows. I listened to the radio, but when Selena didn't come back after a while, I decided I better go see what was going on. I locked the truck and followed the path that Selena had taken. The door to Uber's room was open and light was spilling out of the doorway. I looked inside.
Okay, guys, I will see y'all later. I'll come back and talk to y'all later on. I love y'all so much. Thanks for watching. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much. I'll come back later. Love you guys. Bye, guys. Love y'all so much. Bye.